What is up, everybody? Back again with another review video. And today's review is over the DC Multiverse Batman Beyond from Neo-Gothic. Now, I am honestly a big Batman Beyond fan, but most of that honestly is because of the actual color scheme. Although for this one, it looks more like a orangish red compared to an actual red. So that's just one gripe right off the bat, although I'm not opposed to it being that color. Significantly, that is. And then there's another part of this figure, which is the weird smile that I'll get into later, that kind of takes away from this figure as well. But getting more into the packaging, as you can see, 12 plus here at the top, 22 moving parts as well. And moving on to the side, you're gonna see a Batman Beyond Neo-Gothic once again. And onto the back, you can get this pretty cool looking art, which I think shows and represents the figure decently well for the most part. Now, I'd say there's some nice colors going on. I'm a big art person, so this one I would say is approved by me. I feel like it just pops out very nicely. Then going on to the last side here, you're gonna get Batman Beyond once again. This is the boring side of the box typically. And then for those who may be searching in store, here is the actual barcode. Now let's get into the actual figure. Now getting into the first accessory or thing that's included is the typical black display stand for a normal figure, which is the 1 foot peg and the blacked out DC logo. And then as well, you're gonna get the typical card included. Here is the nice art for this one. Like I said, really like the art. And then here is a read up on the character if you feel like doing so. And pretty much the only accessories, really, their hands are this one, which has a boomerang in it. Definitely a nice size. It's not like the typical oversized batarang that we typically see. I think I might have accidentally just said boomerang, but anyways, the batarang is a nice size. I wish they were included as accessories because having normal size and correctly sized batarangs would have gone a long way. But instead, it's attached to the hand. You can't pull it out, unfortunately. And this is obviously a left hand, but there you go. You got the red fingers and black hands with the red out batarang there. And the next one, you're gonna get a open hand, which is for the right hand. Same thing going on, red fingers and then a black hand. That's pretty much all going on for this one. And that is it when it comes to accessories, unfortunately. But then here is the actual figure, which is the main reason many of you are actually here now watching. As you can see, a kind of nice orange reddish color going on, although the wings on camera look way more orange than they do red, so there is that. I do kind of like it is a little different. It's not the typical red. I guess I do like that, although in the beginning I didn't really think it caught my interest. I feel like it kind of took away, but now I'm kind of digging it. And then when it comes to the smile, that's another thing a lot of people made fun of, but honestly here I feel like it's less worse than it seemed like on promotional images. So I don't really mind it by any means whatsoever. And it is going to look weird since that's basically how Batman Beyond is. He has that smile. So it is going to look weird in multiple different ways. And this is the first actually no, I take that back because I have the green and black one that does have the smile. But I do not have the original red and black one with the actual smile or mouth, because the one I have has the mouth guard. Anyways, get into more of the detail on this figure. The shoes here do have the red orange color underneath, which is pretty cool to see. Then you're gonna get this belt around the actual diaper area, that same color as well. The bat logo, same color. The hands, we already kind of went over that. There that is. And that's pretty much the only other paint application going on. And then here you got the wings. This is a lot better of a mechanism than they typically are. So therefore you have this right here, and it's just simple going up, down, and that's pretty much all you're going to get. And I'm assuming you might be able to pop it off, but I really don't feel like doing so since this is how it actually comes onto the figure. But I do like the mechanism a lot better and looks a lot more clean than the previous iterations. Getting into the actual articulation now, start with the head here. Side to side, no issue. Actually, I feel like it's a little more tight than normal, so there is that to think about. Comes to looking down, there you go. And then looking up, There you go. So a decent amount. And then full 360 if you feel like doing so. There you go. Then up, down, and around as well. So great articulation there. Then when it comes to the actual T-pose, here you go. Pretty great. Let me see if it goes up anymore. Nope, that is it. Pretty great there as well. Now, it's probably going to be pretty hard to move the arm around 360 because of the actual wings. So therefore, I'm going to try to at least show it off, see if we can actually do that. So it looks like because of this upper part right here, it's going to swing more outward compared to vertically up and around. And then obviously it gets to the wing and it's going to be blocked. That's pretty much as far back as you can go because of that reason. Other than that, I think it would be able to do a full 360 if the wings were not there. Then the bicep cut, pretty great as well. Not too loose and not too tight. Then when it comes to the actual elbow here, there you go. And last but not least, the actual hand, 360. There you go. And then going down, and try to get it. There you go. Then going up, should be about the same going up. Yes, it is. And then now getting into the actual upper torso, side to side, a little tight, but you can't do so. Get the movement around, swivel, there you go. Then when it comes to ab crunch, about as much as you're gonna get there going forward. Now going back, there you go. So quite a decent amount, and there's not any exposure underneath to expose the inside, so that is also good to see. That's typically one of my biggest gripes. Then you got the movement here down by the waist. Then you got the swivel as well. Now getting into the actual splits. The diaper is a little more restrictive, it seems like, so therefore that's about as much you're going to get when it comes to the splits. Now getting down to the actual knee. There you go. And last but not least, the actual foot. So down that much, and then going up this much, then down sideways at an angle. Same thing goes there. And then now up at an angle, up to the other angle. There you go. Now toe articulation. There you go. Now let me get into my final thoughts on this figure. Now when it comes to my final thoughts on this figure, it definitely doesn't have many accessories, which is probably a big takeaway when it comes to this figure. When I mean accessories, I wish there actually was a batarangs, because the one in the hand is a good size. So I'm hoping that if they would have done it, they would have been the same size, and definitely would have been a lot better of a size compared to the previous iterations of Batman Beyond. So I feel like accessories are definitely lacking with this figure. When it comes to the paint application though, I feel like it's applied pretty well. It's a nice bright orange color, or really red orange should I say, and it is different compared to others, but I'm sure that is obviously accurate to the source material, and so I have no issue with that. And then when it comes to the extra hands, there's only 2. I wish, since there was not many accessories, there would have been more extra hands to be included to make up for there not being many accessories, and that's a little small gripe I have as well. And something I'm actually glad about is how the actual wings work. So since the wings are actually kind of kept in place by that little back area, it's definitely a lot better. And then when it comes to another controversial part about this figure is the actual smile for the face. When it comes to that, I feel like in person it's a lot less kind of like agitating than it is through the promotional images that were actually used. So I really honestly don't have much of an issue with it, although I definitely was worried by seeing those images to begin with. So I feel like they actually pull it off quite well. Now when it comes to my final thoughts on this figure, with everything to be included, articulation, all that good stuff, probably have to say 8.5 out of 10, and a lot of that takeaway is because of the lack of accessories. and the lack of hands to change it out with. Anyways, that's going to wrap up today's review. If you did enjoy this review, please like, comment, subscribe down below for more future content. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.